has to be completed before end of the day, and you have to share your GitHub link. Okay, so the GitHub link, the resource persons will review your code, and if there is a mistake, they will guide you how to modify the code. Okay, and will teach you coding standards also. Anybody can code. Okay, from Stack Overflow, from Google, you can find out the code, but coding standard is very important. So we'll review about your coding standard also. Example, for addition, to add some values, you can write in 2 lines. Some other person can write in 10 lines. Okay, so there will be difference. Lot of difference will be there for each code. So we'll cover the coding standards also, so that your code looks better. So that is our intention. It's not only about coding. You have to follow the standards also. So when you go for an interview, when you write a coding with the standards, the resource person who is interviewing will be very, very happy to onboard you. The reason is coding standard is very, very important, which is lacking right now with many resources. Second thing, so 30 days, 30 hours, I told you, right? So every day, okay, without delay, every day we'll be posting the task. You have to compulsorily complete the task, and you have to give the status update in the Telegram group by sharing your GitHub link. Okay, second thing, what is that 1 hour? So this 60 minutes you have to spend compulsorily for this Python internship program. Okay, so there is a lot of difference between a training program and an internship. Okay, so training program means they will spoon feed you every chapter, and they will tell you what is that one. At the end of the day, if there is a 10 member, only one will be implementing, remain 9 will not implement it. The reason is they will listen the class, they will not implement it. But this internship, or even we can say boot camp, so this boot camp, what we do means, it's like we will we will take the major critical functionalities, or will clear your QA sessions alone. Remaining tasks you have to complete on your own. When you stuck up there, we will help you, or even your buddies in the group will help you how to resolve it. Okay, so this is like self exploratory. So the last month we conducted a boot camp where from freshers to 18 years experience. Okay, the maximum experience person was 18 years experience, he attended. People from 8 countries participated: Singapore, Malaysia, Kenya. So from these countries also people participated, and then they are done actively. So you have to understand, when working professionals are able to spend 60 minutes in a day to complete the task, as a college students, you will be having enough time to complete your program. It will be well and good if you are able to spend 2 hours also. So only thing is we're going to explore what is Python. Okay, and I will suggest you don't take 2 programs or multiple programs at a time. The reason is you will not have enough time to learn much things at a time. You will not have enough time. So I'm clearly saying focus on one program. First, learn one program, implement the program, execute it, create a project. Then you'll be very strong. Then you can move on second one. Okay. So many will be having a thought like, okay, I can take the multiple programs at a time. At the end of the day, you will be master of none. Okay, master of none means you would have attended all the programs, nothing would have implemented. So clearly saying focus on one programs. Definitely you will not have enough time to implement multiple programs at a time for anybody. Second, if you are not going to complete your task, okay, we will give additional 2 days time. So that is, if I'm posting task one today, within 3 days you have to complete the task. Otherwise, you will be removed from the group. So that is a mandatory. Okay. Some people will not be able to attend the session. Okay. We will be sharing the recording for today's session. But however, task has to be completed. Either you are attending the session or not. The most important factor is completing the task, because we focus on execution, not excuses. We focus on only execution. You have to compulsorily try out and do that one. So these 60 minutes definitely will improve your life better. The reason is you are spending 60 minutes every day by exploring something technically, which will lead you to, once you complete this 30 days program, what happens automatically will be start spending time for learning something. Okay. So my question is right now, will you be able to spend 30 minutes every day? And okay, what are the benefits you are gaining because of it? See, normally a bootcamp charge for Python is, it's like 20,000 to 30,000 rupees is charged for a Python bootcamp, but we are giving for free, and we are spending time for guiding you guys. Okay, it means for a 30-hour program, we spend almost 60 to 80 hours to make your task better and to guide you. When we are able to spend, you should be able to spend more time for your own upgrade, because we know what is already Python, but you are the first person now going to explore what is Python for you. It's first time. So what I'm saying means you have to spend time, definitely 1 hour. And in that 1 hour, you fix a time properly. It can be morning time, or it can be late night time, or it can be afternoon time. That 60 minutes, keep focus on the task which you're going to do. Okay, there should be no distraction. Choose a time where you will not get distracted. Okay, you have to do self-respect for your time where you're going to learn. Okay, that 60 minutes is not like, okay, I'll do first 20 minutes, then I'll take a call, then I'll do this, that, etc. 60 minutes you have to allocate separately. It means you're going to self-respect your time, your skill upgradations. Okay, those who are completing 30 days task will give you a certificate for you, that is internship letter, as well as a recommendation letter that how you spent these 30 days. Okay. So that we're going to give. Again, that also we are not going to charge any money for it. So I am clearly stating that we are not collecting any money for anything. And if someone uses our name, don't pay money for anyone. That I am clear here. We are not charging any money. Okay. And one more thing is, in this group, we have people from different countries, different colleges, different universities. Okay. So everybody will be having different skill sets, and they would have known Python earlier itself. Somebody will not know even a zero level. So the our internship program covers from scratch. That is covers from the basic till completing the mini project. Okay. So don't worry about that one. So the person is from IIT, how I can cope up with him. So everybody have a skill set. Okay, only thing is how you're going to explore based on your time availability. If a person is able to complete already everything in 15 minutes, it means already has spent time. Now we're going to spend additional time. So don't focus on others that he is able to complete. I am unable to do that one. So our agenda is you should be able to complete it. Okay, that is what our agenda. We will be guiding on you that one. So never compare with others, compare with yourself, what you are yesterday and what you are today. So focus on that one and keep moving, keep learning, keep executing. Definitely our team will be there to help you whenever, wherever you are stuck. Okay. And do not ping trainers, okay, directly for technical supports. If you have any technical challenges, just ping in the group. So whenever the resource persons are available, they will answer you, or even your buddy has completed, they will answer you. To all others, like if you have completed task, help your bootcamp members to complete the task. Okay. Second thing, the last important factor is, so most of them joining this internship for the purpose of placement. How to get placed? That also will be guiding you. First of all, you guys should have two accounts. One is for GitHub, second is for LinkedIn, which is more important for getting placed. Okay, we will cover you how to engage in LinkedIn and how to reach out the recruiters, or how to make recruiters to reach you. These things also will be guiding you. If you don't have LinkedIn account, create a LinkedIn account and create GitHub account today itself without fail, and start using it. Will guide you how to use that one, and you can share about what is the task going on. Okay, so what is the task you have started. As soon as you're completing the task, record some YouTube links. Okay, that is record your links and keep a channel for you and post it in your YouTube and share that links in LinkedIn also, so that the recruiters or the technical persons will come to know that you are actively doing that one. Okay. So resource persons will reach you when you are doing something consistently. Okay. They will get impressed when you are doing something consistently. Not one day you're posting and next day you're not posting, or after a month you're posting. Means nobody will be noticing you. Okay. So personal branding is more important for you guys. So keep sharing on LinkedIn whatever the task you're completing, either the output screen or some recorded versions of 10 to 30 seconds or even a minute. Keep uploading, keep exploring. Create a personal branding for yourself also, so that recruiters will reach you. You no need to go and reach recruiters. So there is a difference when you have a personal branding. Okay. I'll guide you separately LinkedIn session also. Okay. All the best, guys. Now I'm handling this to Gokul. Gokul is a person who is having 5 years of experience in IT, and he is working as a machine learning expert in Cisco. He have a lot of technical skills. Make use of his skills, learn a lot. And again, I'm saying don't ping any persons directly for resolving a technical things. Post in the group. in group will resolve it. Even your buddy members will help it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Gokul.
Uh, Thanks, Madi. Thanks for the information. And guys, are you able to see my screen now? Okay. So we'll start with my introduction. As Madi said, I'm Gokul. Worked in Amazon, and now I'm working in Cisco as an software engineer. And my basic skills are which is related to Python. So I train people the last boot camp as well as the other boot camps with Python, and we have other country members joining in the Python group. So you can actually email me if you have any queries related to projects. So this is my contact. And now, what are we going to do about this course details? And you might be having a you might be having a null idea, right? What are we going to do in this Python bootcamp of 30 days? What are we going to achieve? How are we going to improve our resume? So that is, as Mati said, will be enhancing you with the 1 hour task, which I think it is a rich content, and you'll be handling that 1 hour with more of capability and learning towards you, and that will make you into a new programmer or a starter to a professional or an expert, where you feel that confidence when you go into an interview and you take multiple interviews and you clear all those interviews with that much confidence, and we are crystal clear with our documents that we have and the materials which we have. We'll be also guiding you to in all the telegram groups if you face any issues, and also this is a classroom session, and we are not spoon feeding you, but we'll be guiding you on how to resolve the issues that you're facing. Say suppose a member A is getting failed, or the member A's program is getting error out. The person who is in the group can either help or wait until the admin helps. This is more helpful for the helper as well as the one who is getting help, so that multiple people come into a conversation and then they create their own ideas. And other than that, we have 5 mini projects which is being carried out by that task which you do. So say I have 5 days of task, and in that 5 days of task, I implement one mini project. In this mini project, we actually combine every ideas that you have, and you can put those ideas in your resume that makes you feel better. And also these mini projects that we do are much more complicated, and that you can if you are an developer, you can always put this into your kitty of projects. And one main project at the end of the course, that is 15th day or the 20th day of course, is what we are planning, and that is the resume. A resume uh, for your skill, like entire resume you cannot just go and carry out. You can have this website in place. So you might be wondering, right? Okay, why are we developing a website in Python? In Python we are having Flask and Django. That is the framework that we are going to use, and which is the most wanted skill in the industry. And the Flask and Django, if you have an experience or you have a workaround with it, you can always clear any kind of interviews that you take place, and that interview will always be helpful for you. Other than that, we after the 20th day, we are going to have a 10 days of span of time in which you are going to implement your own project, and we have the project idea guidance for you. Any ideas, you can have it in place, and that idea we will groom it and we will implement the idea on direct contacts, meetings and everything, and we will already train you with your project. So in this case, we are giving 6 projects for you. You are going to develop a seventh project that is handy in place, so that you will be having a package of projects that you can showcase your skill in Python for your curriculum. And next, patience and persistence. Patience and persistence is the basic thing that is needed for any developer. Say I'm blocked into this. I have not reached this level. What can I do? You have multiple plays. Even though without others' help, you can get multiple ideas or solutions in multiple places. One of such kind is Stack Overflow. So this is Stack Overflow, and in this Stack Overflow, you can post any doubts, and you will be already always be guided towards this. So I'm sharing this. This is Stack Overflow, and if you feel any question, you can post the question, or you can just type in Google like Python so and so error and Stack Overflow. You might be getting the solutions. So no need to worry. It is all about starting it and how do you implement it. Other than that, our course is all as I already told you. Most number of country members they have appreciated our works. So here is our testimonial. Okay, I think you guys got everything. So we'll just plan for the next slide, and that will be the introduction to Python. Okay, what is Python? Why are we concentrating on Python? So Python is a programming language which is more capable of doing enormous stuffs in the day-to-day activity and in the real time. Okay, what are those enormous stuff? Every field that you get into, we have Python developers in place. Say I have web development, backend is taken care of Python developers. Say I wanted to learn machine learning and data science, everything is taken care in Python. Say I wanted to do a game development, even Python is there. And sensor scanning, automation, for every each and every purpose, we have Python to update our skill. So, okay, why is Python so popular that it is used in multiple fields? Number one, it is easy to understand the code and implement it in other ways. Say, when compared with other programming languages, I'm not specifying any programming language. Uh, Say, suppose I have another programming language, it makes me difficult to implement a single line of code. We need to create a class inside the main do. But Python is not like that. It is a typo friendly, user friendly, as well as a developer friendly language that you can actually help you to increase the code quality, code standard, and also it is very much useful for the beginner. Say beginner, if you are a very much beginner and you are phobic to programming, and if you wanted to learn program, you can just start with Python, because Python is super easy and it makes you feel that you are more powerful, so that you can implement much more ideas. So what are its uses? As I already told you, Python is creates a server to create web applications. So Django and Flask, as I already explained, these two are the multiple frameworks that you have. We have other frameworks like Bottle and PyTorch, everything. But most of the framework which gets updated by Python, it does use Flask and Django. So Flask and Django is the mainstream framework that now in the current industry that we are having, and that is the first functionality I'm going to say. And after that, it can create software that can create workflows. Workflows mostly used in the big based IT companies, and we can always it is a programming language, and you can always connect to a database system. It can connect to MySQL, Mongo, SQL, and every even in the new SQL concept we are using database. Even for Firestone, we are actually connecting data Python. And so, okay, what is to handle big data and perform complex mathematics? And this is the starting point of machine learning and data science. And this is the biggest concept that Python can handle now. And this is why Python is much more useful for these days to learn data science and machine learning. And for rapid prototyping, like create a software prototype where you can have this, so that in other programming language it is much more difficult for you to implement your own idea for creating the prototype. So Python makes it building easier. So that is why we are actually developing it in Python. Okay, now that I know what is Python. I know what it is capable of. What are we going to do after we know Python? How do we get started? Okay, so now I'll tell you how to install and how to use Python. Directly go to Python download page. I'll just show you. So this is Python. So this is the Python page where you'll be getting the download. You'll download the latest version here, as I already downloaded, and this is, and after that it is same kind of thing that you can just add to path and you can install now. If you give install now, it will install Python for you. And post that, if after installing Python I wanted to check whether I have installed Python or not, how can I check whether I have installed Python or not? I'll open my command prompt, I'll type Python. Okay, I'm having Python version. What is the Python version that I'm having? I need to check, right? Something might be some might be like 2.7, and I need to know the version when I'm going to import a module. So what is, how to check the Python version? So I have installed Python 3.8.3. Okay, what if I give this command, what if that particular command is not executing? Sometimes there will be no command if you didn't add it to the environment variable. Okay, how are you going to add it to the environment variable? Go to the search box and type environment variable, where you'll be getting edit variable options. So I'll be giving environment variable, and in this path I'll go and edit. I'll add my environment variable here. After adding the environment variable here, I'll just see I have added my environment variable. See program files Python 18 python.exe path where I have installed Python. I have given the python.exe path here. I have given OK. Okay. So this should solve your command prompt problem, and that is in your system that you can handle now. Post that, after installing this, you will get a super software, a super IDE. This is Python idle. So here you can type anything. Say suppose I wanted to put hello world, which is the basic thing to start a program. You'll get hello world. So this is very easy peasy to give a hello world program within 2 lines. And say suppose I wanted to get, I'll get it easily. Say for example in Java you have to give system dot out dot println, and then you have to give this two variables, and then it will add. So it is very easy in for you in Python to actually demonstrate it. You'll be getting idle. So this is where you test it, and you need an integrated development environment for you to understand the code and to run the code. Whatever I do, we have to have two types of code. So what I'll do, I'll go install Jupyter Notebook. This is an IDE. Okay, what is the difference between IDE and IDLE? And this IDE is used to compress into a package, import a module, and then it is user friendly, and most developers use PyCharm. Go to PyCharm, download, and you'll download the community version, which is free and open source. You'll download PyCharm, and PyCharm will look like one. And this is how a PyCharm look like. So this is my code, and I have implemented every code in here. So this is compressing into a package. This is where you can try to run the package, try to run it and see whether this code runs. A line by line execution, you can use idle or Jupyter Notebook, but for a multiple line and creating into a package, you can use PyCharm. So it has multiple features like you can add it into a folders, and then you can refactor your code, and you can actually open directly from version control, say, and there are much more enhancers. Say suppose I wanted to say I am giving a string called hello world, and if I give dot, it gives me all the methods which are being assigned to it. That becomes easy for me to understand the code and to implement it very easily. That is why I suggest you to install PyCharm for you to learn uh, Python very much more easy and effective way. And other than that, we have now downloaded Python. We know what is IDE. We know what is PyCharm, Jupyter Notebook, and IDE. Now, what are we going to do next? So we today, being the first class, we have installed Python, PyCharm, and Jupyter Notebook. What are the next steps that we're going to take? So I wanted you all guys to complete the installation of IDE and Python, which is the basic thing where you wanted to learn Python and do what is Python and explore Python is. Will give the task details to you, which is the basic thing of starting with a string, and which the document is itself is self-explanatory, and you can actually try to implement the task today, and you can try to read it. So I want you all guys to try IDE and Python, and then complete
Gokul,
today's test. Yes.
Gokul, sorry to interrupt you. Um, Show them what is the difference actually, like addition. Okay, so in C and all, we have to declare a variable and we have to do that one. You can show them that if you type 2 plus 3, automatically how the output is coming through an online compiler or these things. So make them to understand like how Python is easy, that addition, subtraction, the base function, so that they will come to know what is how it is very easy when compared with Java, C, C++ and all. A simple solution show them.
Okay. Okay. I'll show you.
Guys, now you'll understand why we are going for Python. Okay, Python is very easy in programming when compared to other languages. Okay, so if you want to
So
add two values, we have to declare everything in C, Java, .NET. Okay, you have to declare int A, then int B, then you have to give a calculation C equal to A plus B. But Python is entirely different. You can see how easy it is.
the basic thing is, I already told you, this is an IDE, and I wanted to print my hello world. I have a hello world statement here, and if I click on run, it will give me hello world within matter of seconds. But I'll give my Java code. This is the same Java code with hello world. If you see in this hello world, this is the program that is used for just for the hello world. I wanted to create a main class. In this main class, I wanted to give these think arguments, and after that, I wanted to print the line hello world. Say I wanted to add two numbers. It will give me the output here. Just in case, this will also give me output. But the thing is, it requires these all lines of code. Say I suppose I removed one curly brace and this won't run. which makes it very much difficult for us to prototype and create it. So this is how a difference between Java and Python. I'm not actually knocking down Java, but as from the lines of code, it is very much easiest for us to implement our Python code so that it is much more helpful for us to write it easily as a beginner.
I
Yeah,
know all the students will be hating the coding, right? So, but when you see this Python, it's lightweight and implement it's very easy and it will make you to attract towards the coding. Okay, so everybody, even including me, I hate coding. See, I'm from testing background. Okay, so I hate coding, but I love Python. The reason is the code is very, very, very simple. Is it easy for do you feel the same? Now you can see, right? Print a follow word. Just you give print hello world, the print is done. If you want to do calculation, you can do. But when you go for C, Java, .NET, everywhere we have to declare the variables. Then you have to call a function. Then you have to do this one. You have to import this, that, etc. Are you feeling easy? So that is the reason. And second most important thing is Python package is better when compared with the other programming languages. The reason is the market is boom with Python. Machine learning, data science, automation, for everywhere we are using Python. So if you learn Python programming, definitely you can implement in all the areas and your package also will be good. So I ask you everyone to follow this for 30 days and be build a mini project at least. That's what I can say. Follow Gokul, whatever is instructing, so that you can complete this Python programming successfully, where already we have done a program and it is successful, where 120 people from 8 countries participated, and it was really everybody was encouraging others to complete the task. I'm expecting the same. Right now, we are concentrating on you guys. So make utilize of it. Okay. So what is today's task? Today's task is first of all install Python. Okay, and then start exploring this programming option what we have showed you, like print, addition, subtraction. That is your first task today. Nothing else. Install Python. Some of them has installed Python, it's well and good. Okay, so someone asked me what is the framework, this version. Yeah, version doesn't have any problem, you can continue with that one. And you can use any compiler. So PyCharm, Jupyter, and all, it's just a compiler. So you can use it, that IDE for that one. And someone asked me what is framework. Framework is nothing but inbuilt functionalities where it has some methods and other things to complete the process. Okay. Any other questions you guys have? Yeah, we will be posting the task in the Telegram channel. Okay. So I answered all the questions. Other questions, guys. But it's slow at execution. No, it might be slow in your systems. Okay. Explain difference between IDE and IDLE.
so IDE is like a thing where you can have multiple compilers, debuggers, and everything in IDE. But in ideally, you will be having a line by line execution. Yeah, that is up to you. You can install anything like PyCharm or Jupyter or Sublime Text or whatever it is. But what I am using is like PyCharm and Jupyter Notebook. Yes, so for competitive programming, mostly they use Python, C++, uh, because when compared to competitive programming, it comes up with solving problems with high easy time. So when it is has that easy time, you have to go with the programming language which you can implement and try to work it out very sooner. So that for that we use Python even in the competitive programming as well. Like as you can see, in many challenges like code forces and hacker rank, most of the coding challenges are being solved in Python and C++.
So community version. Okay, you have to download always community version. Professional means it's a paid version. Always download community versions. Community means it's a free version. So I hope you guys will be more interested to do this program to implement the task. Okay, so we'll keep posting everything in the LinkedIn. Again, we'll meet on Saturday for the next session. So Saturday will be the next session, but every day we'll be having the task. Again, reminding you, every day we'll be having the task. So we will be posting those tasks and you have to complete and you have to share the GitHub link, okay, to us so that we'll review your codes and other things. If there is no question, you can post no question so that we'll wind up the session.
Yeah, GitHub requires internet connection where you have to upload. It's like the same Google Drive that you upload. Every day you will be having a task, and that task will be carried out in the document. Every Saturdays you will be having a session. For now, you can have it in your system. Post the Saturday session, we'll just create a GitHub and then we can try to implement it in GitHub.
Sam, so you don't know about GitHub, I think. So we'll share you how to use GitHub also. Okay, so it's like you have to use GitHub to share the GitHub link for review in the codes. And as I said, personal branding is more important. Start focusing on LinkedIn also parallelly. So when you complete, that is mainly for final years and pre-final years, I'm saying. So start focusing on LinkedIn also so that you build a personal brand for you, so that you get connected with more technical resources. Okay. And you can start posting about your task, whatever you're completing in LinkedIn also. Okay. All the best, guys. Gokul, do you have anything means you can continue further?
That's it, guys. And we'll be posting you the task in Telegram. We'll meet you on Saturday. Thanks.